Today my supervisors asked me to clean out the cages in our washroom, so we're just gonna start with this one here holding little Benji. He's a Japanese Spitz, about 14 months old, and he has black eyes and a heavy double coat of white fur, and as you can see, he does seem to be acting a little restless, wanting to get out of his cage, so we're just going to start by putting him on a lead and taking him out of his cage and relocating him for the time being whilst we do the cleaning. Just remembering to use the correct handling procedures when lifting him. Keep your back straight and lift with your legs. Now, once we finish relocating him, we can come back and just start gathering the equipment that we're going to be needing for our cleaning. So that's our gloves, our F10, and our paper towels. And then we're going to be needing to fill a bowl of warm soapy water. And now once we've gathered all the equipment that we're going to be using for our task, we can now chuck on our PPE. So for this task, we're only going to be needing to wear an apron and some gloves just to keep any animal waste or other dirt or debris from getting on our clothes or on our hands, and also just to provide a bit of protection from any possible zoonotic diseases. Also, if you have long hair, you're going to want to tie that up as well, just to minimize the amount of any dirt or debris getting caught in that too. Alright, now just before we start cleaning, we're just going to want to take out the water bowl and the bedding, and we're just going to put that in the wash whilst we clean, and we'll come back later and put in fresh bedding and water later once the cleaning is done. Okay, and now that we've taken everything out of the cage and it's empty, we can now start with our cleaning. So we're just going to grab our brush and brush down the cage just to remove any excessive amounts of hair and dirt, just starting at the back of the cage, then the top, and then we'll work our way to the sides, bottom, and front of the cage. Be sure to follow that process because you don't want to start cleaning the bottom of the cage and then start cleaning the top and then create more of a mess down at the bottom. Alright, and so now that we've removed any excessive amounts of hair, dirt, and debris, we can start to rinse down our cage. So just grab our paper towel and warm soapy water and just start wiping down the cage, being sure to follow the same process, starting from the back and the top, then working our way to the sides, bottom, and the front of the cage, just being sure to reach each one of the bars. And now that we've finished rinsing and wiping down our cage, we can grab our F10 and pretty much do the same thing again here. Just spraying our paper towel with F10 and really scrubbing down the cage using the same process again, starting from the back and the top and working our way to the sides, bottom, and the front of the cage. Just making sure to reach each of the bars and not overusing the F10, but ensuring that we're being really thorough with it. So once we finish cleaning the cage with our F10, we're just gonna leave it for about 5 to 10 minutes just for some standing time. So whilst we wait for that, we're just gonna put away all the cleaning materials that we use back where we got them. So that's our F10 and our paper towels. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna put in our fresh bedding and our fresh water bowl for the dog. And now that everything's done, we can go ahead and take off our PPE, take off our apron, hang it up back where we got it from, take off our gloves, just take off the one, scrunch it up in the other hand, take off the other, just ensuring that the other glove is still inside there, and you can just go ahead and chuck that in the general waste bin. Now moving on to washing our hands, be sure to follow the correct hand washing procedures. Just rinsing our hands first with water, then we can grab our soap, making sure that we're washing our palms, in between our fingers, the back of our hands, our thumbs, fingernails, and wrists. And now that the cleaning's done, we can go ahead and use a lead and bring our dog back to the cage. Just again, being sure to use the correct handling procedures when lifting him. Lift with your legs, keep your back straight, and just place him gently inside the cage.